I got my Jesus on. 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 Yeah.
It's another beautiful Saturday morning, and I welcome you to Pearls. Now, you walk to the marketplace, you get into the bank, you also go to the shopping center, and the attendants behave to you as if you are coming to pick an item for free. Today on Pearls, we are discussing customer service. Be reminded that later on in the show, I'll bring to you Vox Pop, From the Streets, Video of the Day, Entertainment, and You and the Bible. Also get to like our page on Facebook, that is www.facebook.com/Pearl Show, and let's get interactive. We are going for a quick break. When we return, the show is on.
I got my Jesus on. I got my Jesus on. I got my Jesus on. I got my Jesus on. I got my Jesus on. I got my Jesus on. I got my Jesus on. I got my Jesus on. Yeah.
You're welcome back from that break. My name is Alan, and my team of discussants are already seated and ready to be with the show. And then they are in the person of Kojo and Nanaya. You are welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Now, Kojo, with the influx of the banks in Ghana, do you agree with what the survey has just found out?
I would say yes, depending on the geographical location that they really concentrated the survey on. But on a general note, I would say customer excellence in Ghana, customer service in Ghana, one-on-one, is really depreciating because of the influx of many of service providers in Ghana here. When you look at the banks, previously we had Ghana Commercial Bank. We had just a few banks, so it means that it's more or less like a privilege for them to have you come do business with them. But now, locally, we have some banks here. International banks are also coming on board. So now we have a whole lot of them. And then the client has options to choose. Where do I have to go? And it's so because of that, the concentration on servicing the client, for you to know that yes, indeed, you have the best of service, it's no more in existence. Honestly, it's just a few of them who really want to retain. Now, going to the market to get a client, they need to retain them. And then their retaining strategy is really working for them. But on the other note, I would say that no, it's on a low side as compared to some years ago.
Okay. Nanaya, do you agree with Kojo?
I think that the service now from like customer service now is better than before, because before there weren't computers, there weren't technology wasn't that broad for everybody to get to. Like when you go to the bank, you stand in front of a teller and then he enters your info, and then it was really slow. But now it's really fast, and apart from that, things are going on. They really have things doing in the office. I think that with our busy schedule as workers, you get into the office and then you expect to be served right in there. And then they too, forgetting that they actually have their own business running, helter-skelter, doing this. You want them to serve you just when you get there. But I think we should just relax and then give them the benefit.
No. It's not a matter of, it's not a matter of relax. You are there sitting behind the counter because of me. Because of me. If I wouldn't come there, you are nothing sitting behind the counter.
Kojo, don't say you are nothing.
No.
You are working with technology. Computers, internet could be slow. Anything could happen. They are human beings. Things could happen.
I understand.
And then the office is being run by a head of department and other people who give instructions. There could be something wrong with your check or something, or something which is going on.
Alright, let me ask Kojo, have you had any encounter with a bank before?
Encounters.
Okay.
Numerous of them. You see, I'm speaking based on experience. Now let's look at what do we really mean by customer service. Now, you go onto the market, you go sell your product to a prospective client. The person buys into your product. The person becomes your client now. Now, the second step is for you to retain that person, giving the person assurances that listen, though everybody is doing A, B, C, D, I feel that when I'm going to add this extra, I'm going to go extra mile to serve you right. Now, what they do is that they overpromise and underdeliver. They overpromise. Oh, we will do this for you. We will do this for you. Even if your let's talk about these financial banks. Your investment is ready. Your statement is ready. We're going to come to your end and then give it to you. We're going to send you emails. We are going to send you internet banking and everything like that. And you sit there, Ellen. You try to deposit an amount of money into my account. Nana does the same thing. I set it over 30 minutes and I don't have a notification. And you're telling me internet service is that. No,
of course.
So far as you have promised me that.
You shouldn't blame them for that.
No, wait.
You shouldn't blame them for that.
So far as you have promised me that I am going to give you this, you're supposed to put in the infrastructure to foresee that. Do you understand me?
Yes.
If you know that we are coming on the show, we don't come and sit on the show, Pearls, and we are sitting here without the camera. How are the viewers going to view us? Do you understand what I'm saying? That is the analogy that I'm building.
So they are doing a lot of talking without doing anything.
Talking without putting the infrastructure in place.
All right, Nanaya, but I want to know, have you also have any encounter with the banks?
Happened just this morning. I was having I think it started from Saturday. Internet service from Airtel has been really bad. And they kept on, it's not their fault it's going bad. Probably the rainfall, there's this distraction. Anything can happen. They're working with cables and other stuff. Anything could happen. They send you an info, at least they'll try and reach you. That doesn't mean that they've not delivered, probably because you bundled credit, so they have to just give you your credit or give you your bundle, or
Okay, alright. So Nanaya, what's your description of a good bank?
A good bank is a bank that delivers. That's it. But if a bank that delivers, if you can't deliver, he thinks that probably you are supposed to give him this information about this really quick. It's not fast food. They deal with time. No, they deal with time, and then when they can't
I don't know how long you've been in Ghana. I don't know how long. No.
If they can't meet your expectations, then you should. Even Airtel even does that. They send you messages or they try and contact you. Probably this. Please, Mr. Kojo, we can't do this because this is a problem. So let's see by the end of this week. We'll get back to you, or you get your things done. Fine, but you don't expect them to just then it's done. We are living in a world of technology.
Okay.
And things can happen. We can't control it. You can't control, just like you can't control the sun from shining, or it happens. Sometimes you are with your phone, you charge it, and then you have a charge full. It just goes up. Why? Because it's something which is built by somebody. You can't really control somebody by saying that, oh, probably this customer service is really bad. You should ask yourself, why is this happening?
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even the authority to do stuff, and apart from that, they are being taught do this, do that, and apart from that, they have a whole system, which they are following. They have a PC. Probably when they enter the internet is very slow. It's not their fault. It's not their fault.
Okay. So Kojo, what do you describe as a good bank?
For me, if you say what is a good bank, what do we do at the bank? It's my money, my funds. I hustle to go get the money for safekeeping. Safekeeping. You understand me?
Yeah.
Any other thing that comes of it, if it is investment that I am investing and I need interest at the end of 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, fine. When this time elapses, I expect that I'm inching up to my 3 months. If it's an investment, you give me a call. Kojo, your investment with us, it's about to mature. How do you want us to manage your funds for you? The interest plus the principal, do we roll over? When you call me like that, and then probably on my birthday, you surprise me with a call, then I know that indeed, my funds with you, my funds, these are hard-earned funds. And then the banks are taking these funds and giving it to an asset leg whereby they are going to give it to some people to also go and turn over the money. When I open a fixed deposit account with you, I don't have what do you even call it? Is it savings account and then the other one? I open it. I don't even current account. I don't even have any interest on it. You take that money I put there with you and go and give it to a company.
Expecting them to call you.
No.
Happy birthday.
No. It's part of.
Then you deal with a bank that has that kind of. I know MTN does that.
No.
And they give you credit.
I mean, no.
I'm not with MTN though, but I know they do it for some people. Fine, if I want to receive that kind of service, I move to MTN. That's the thing. That's the thing that it attracts. That's something they put together to keep their customers. Just like probably big buy one get one free. When it's your birthday, you get free Samsung phone. Something to attract their customers. So you move to a bank that does that. Probably your bank or my bank will call you. So you
Alright.
But that's what I'm saying, that the bank has already
don't
promised
condemn the bank that
the bank has already promised me, telling me that Kojo, when you come on board, these are the add-ons that we are going to do. So far as you told me that you're supposed to deliver, that is what we call good customer service. And then at any time that I feel that I have a need with regards to the service or the transaction that I have with you, as a bank, at any sort of service delivery organization, when I call on you, I know that it's a human run institution, but I expect that you deliver onto me. Even if you're going to be late, don't give me that 30 minutes, 20 minutes late sort of delivery.
Okay.
That is what that I mean.
Okay, so now, what are some of the lapses you've noticed with the bank that you save with?
Now listen, I come open an account with you. I have almost about 10,000 cedis in my account. Because of something, I come to your ATM machine is not running.
It's a machine.
Listen, your ATM machine is not running. There should be someone there monitoring it. If you say it's a machine, I understand you. There should be someone monitoring it. You understand? People have been there almost like 30 minutes and then come into. I didn't take my checkbook, and I come to your bank, enter there, and I tell you, listen, I have this amount of money in your account, 10,000 cedis. I want to withdraw just 500 cedis, and you are selling a counter check for me. For me, once I have that relationship,
to solve your problem, this is a machine you're talking about.
Forget about the ATM
it's like
machine.
You are telling me that your iPad is
I'm building an argument.
Your iPad is fault.
I'm building an argument. I mean, reason with the argument I am building, then you can come in with that.
No, I can't reason with such a thing. It's a machine. No. I can't rely on a machine. And actually, you're actually saying that you go inside and they give you that check that you can use to withdraw your counter check.
And you charge me for
they are solving your problem for you. Do you know that when you withdraw money from the ATM, there's an amount of money which is withdrawn from your...
But is it as much as... Is it the same amount?
It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing.
They're still serving you.
No.
I would have a problem if probably I come and you or you are very upset. Or
so Nanaya, have you noticed any faults or lapses with the bank you save with?
From where I bank, when I enter, they smile at me.
Oh, okay.
They even know my name.
So now you have accepted to the fact that they called you. So now you are okay with the call. So why am I not okay if I say that someone called me for my
exactly. That's why that's why I made the point that if you think MTN is not working for you, move to Airtel, because Airtel is giving you probably free phones on your birthday and the rest. That's what
I'm saying that what you promised
that's
to me.
what's making me stay with that bank, because they call me and they're very. If there's a problem, they call me, and with that kind of interaction I have with them, my friends, I've introduced my friends to that bank. Probably this friend doesn't have her picture on her. She's opened an account, she doesn't have a picture. Okay, later you just go through with it. That's the kind of relationship I've built with the people I bank with.
Okay, so Nanaya, I mean, in as much as some banks are doing their job really well, some are really not.
It's
so
not about
what do
doing
you
your
think?
Job really well. They're all doing.
So, but you just talked about faults that other banks have.
He's saying that he has a problem with his bank.
No, she's asking a question based on what you said.
Yeah, so let me ask the question so that you give me the answer. I'm asking, okay, some banks have really done their job all over, but then some haven't, okay. What I'm asking now is that what can the regulatory board do to solve all these issues?
Yeah, I've not faced that problem.
You haven't. Okay.
Bank, I've gone to
you haven't faced that.
So
the others that are facing, what can they do? What can the regulatory board do?
That's why when you enter a bank, there's this box there called yes. You have a problem, you write it, then you put it inside, and they look through it, and they try to, improve on their services. That's why it's there. So if you go to a bank and you don't write any suggestion, they put it in the box. What do you expect? You don't still do the thing because they think you like it and it's fun.
All right.
So you enjoy that service.
Okay, Kojo, what
Yeah,
can
I mean,
the
we
body
have
do?
regulatory bodies.
Yeah.
Sometimes before they come in to set up these banks and everything like that, they give them the rules and regulations, and everybody meets it. But what happens next as to the regulatory bodies that you're talking about? Do they go further, 2 years, 3 years after the establishment? Do they go to indeed have a visibility study to find out if indeed what we said you're supposed to do, you are abiding by it? I feel that sometimes you need to do a random check on these banks. Go to them sometimes. Just go there, go and talk to them. Go there, you go there as if you are a client, and then go and experience what they are delivering over there for you. Regularly, they should also hold seminars.
Okay.
Because every day new things come up. We live in a dynamic world now. IT, as Nana said, is bigging up now. What I would say is that each and every time that there is something, an addition to a service, you should call all these banks and these service providers together and introduce this thing to them, so that at least the services that they are delivering will be at the beck and call of the client, and the client will feel comfortable, rather than saying that each and every time I'm switching my network, each and every time I'm switching my bank, each and every time I'm switching my shopping center here and there. I could be consistent, I could be coherent with one particular bank, one particular service provider, and say that yes indeed, I have become an ardent user of this particular thing. Then I'll know that indeed loyalty, client loyalty will come in here. Other than that, I'll be hopping from one institution to another, and every day I have challenges. So I would say that these regulatory bodies need to catch the new ideas on the market and then reintroduce it to these service providers, and that is when at least the services, we are all not perfect. I want to reiterate that we are all not perfect, but at least you match up to the game. You match up to the game. What the industry requires, you are able to match up to it, because other people are under delivering.
All right, Nanaya, how can all these situations be ameliorated?
As I said, the suggestion box is there. I think they should just take that box and the things people put inside very seriously, and then everything will be okay. Because if the person takes his or her time to write and then puts it in that box and thinks that this is what's supposed to change. Probably I met this security where I think your service is really poor. After 6 o'clock, your line is not working, your internet is really bad. You should take it seriously, because that's what your customers are demanding. Then you work on it and it improves. And
all right, Kojo.
I want to say that, you see, sometimes you need to engage your client.
Okay.
Engage them. Once in a while, you have maybe an outreach program, an activation point with your client. Let them come there face to face. If they are not able to move from their various homes to come to the bank, get to them at their doorsteps. You go and ask, so how well do you want us to improve our services? I believe that this one-on-one, and then when you are going, don't look at or don't take the last person, or when you look at the hierarchy of the structure of the organization, whoever falls at the bottom to go do that job. Because people will see that by you, when we even tell you what effect can you take, even if the branch manager is able to put on his take off his suit and then go onto the grass and then talk to the people, how do we service you well? Don't forget, these are the various petty traders who bring in this money to them. So descend to them and talk to them, and I believe that they will be able to give you decent and then also opinions about your services, and it is going to improve it for you. So one-on-one interaction, make good use of technology. Technology is abound. Make good use of technology, so that you can have these people under one umbrella. When you're pushing out information, everything is going to them at a go.
Okay. Your last words, Nanaya.
There's more, as Kojo said, they're not perfect. No one is perfect. Everybody's trying to improve on what he or she does. And they should just accept their faults if they are being told by their customers, and just improve on it. And we as customers, we should just understand them in a way. We are working with machines. You can't just, everybody has his or her own 1 or 2 things doing, and then it slows down and stuff. You should understand. If they tell you that, I'll get back to you in like 6 hours, just wait 6 hours, it will be done. If it's not done, they'll send you a message. I know that's what you normally do. They'll send you a message, or they'll try to react with you.
And I would say that for me, with my background with communications and then working with an investment firm now, it has broadened my mind to say that sometimes branding is very key. Whatever you promise the client, if you are not able to sustain that, at least the client loyalty will dwindle. So in as much as you are planning your campaign strategies to push out there to attract people, be well knowing that you are putting in the human resource, the mechanic resource available to meet up with whatever you are telling the client. Because if I said I'm selling this camera to you at this cost, when you come 3 years later, bring the camera and I'm going to fix it to you, it means I'm supposed to hire a technician sitting down in my shop. When you bring the camera when it's faulty, the person is supposed to fix it for you. You don't bring the camera, then I'm going to search for a technician to fix it for you. So whatever you promise, put in the resources in order to hold that thing down. And at least these complaints will mitigate as time goes on. So the client is always right. The client is always right.
Very true.
The client is always right. But the client will be right always when you know that indeed you have been able to put in the measures to mitigate the problems down.
All right. Nice.